What's up, all you stars and studs? This is the 10th wonder of the world, Jake Smith.
I'm one dye job away from being Chapel Roan. My name's Joey Mayberry.
Oh my gosh. Are you really? Wait, is your hair that close to hers?
Actually, so my dad doesn't have it, but my mom is very red hair, very fair.
Okay.
So if I dyed my hair red and put some white on my face, I could be Chapel Roan.
You could just get like a bunch of powder. Like
why did that make me think of the white chick scene where she's like she presses powder?
There was this girl I went to college with, and she just did not know how to do her makeup. And I'd be like, we'd do her getting ready, like an invitation, just be like, just putting all this makeup on a plate and just going. I was like, girl, contour. So I say this never. The only makeup I've ever put on is when I get this weird thing where if I lie, this is gonna sound weird and maybe concerning, but if I lie down and get up too fast, I'll get these lines on my face.
Okay.
I'll send you a picture. I've gotten them really bad before, but I wear concealer sometimes. But the first time I had to use it, I was traveling, and I was like, I have an event. It's so bad. I went to a store. I bought every shade concealer because I didn't know. I spent $90 on these, and they were all because they were all little tubes, and I didn't know which one matched, and so I found one that matched, but now I just always keep that in stock, in stock in the Jake store.
But that's the only makeup you've ever worn.
Yeah.
Why do I find that so hard to believe?
I know. Yeah, no, it's the only makeup I've ever worn, which is just, literally I'm wearing pearls right now. So being the type of person I am.
Have you never put eyeshadow or anything on?
No, nothing.
What?
I know. Yeah, no, I am hetero.
No.
I'm masculine, okay?
Come on, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. So the same girl I was telling you about earlier at this that I'm working, I walked in and she was like, oh, I was so worried about what you were going to be like when they told me another guy was coming on, and then you walked in and talked, and I was like, oh my god.
Did that take you aback? Because I actually feel like you're fairly masculine.
Not in the Carolinas.
Not in the Carolinas. Are you flamboyant in the Carolinas?
It's just that I wear my jewelry. It's all sparkly. And...
Oh, that's true. That is true. I mean, I guess for me, I just know you as that. So for me, it's just okay, it's there. I forget other people don't know these isms.
I feel like no one just around here, it's very
sure.
We were actually talking about it today because men have that thing where they have to compete with each other to be the best and the manly, and it's not even a spoken thing, it's just all the time. So, and it's just not that energy from me. I just walk in and I'm like, hello, I'm a star. That's me when I walk in a room. So very much I don't think I give that vibe.
Well, you know what, Joey, two divas, it ain't it.
We are two divas. We're keeping divas alive.
Keeping divas alive. Oh my gosh. All right, well guys, this actually who the fuck am I kidding? This is a gay podcast. But
this is the gay
podcast. When people not in this world, they're like, what's your so your podcast is about wrestling? I was like, and gay. And they're like, what? I was like, really? I was like, unless you're gay, I really don't see any reason you'd want to listen to this. Women might find some joy out of this. I'm always fascinated by the straight men who claim to listen to this podcast. I haven't met one yet.
I have not either.
Only on Twitter. I'm gonna have to meet you in person to verify this, people. But to get a proper judgment day
person.
Yeah,
it's real easy. You can find their location on Sniffies. And my ring light turns out.
That's amazing. But yeah, guys. Well, this is the Golden Era podcast where Joey and I recap the WWE Women's Division from 2001 on. And this week we're talking about November 1st, 2004.
My favorite week.
Did it break your ring light?
I think the cord's going bad, maybe. I'm not
amazing.
I'm not sure what's going on with her today because she didn't have a problem last week, and I haven't turned her on since last week. So, also, my ring light's a lady.
She a girly girl.
But continue. My face can be unlit to discuss.
Unlit.
If you're on YouTube, you're going to be sad. But
WWE Unlit.
not that name.
What? I know. All right, guys. Well, we're kicking things off on November 1st, 2004, and we have got a new diva. A new diva.
Little side note, WWE Unlit needs to be a web series for dark matches.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer that better than WWE Speed.
Hold it up, Coke Hoyer.
WWE Speed. I was like, is that the name we're going with?
Is it?
Is it?
You know what it is? The word octane.
Oh yeah.
WWE Octane.
Wasn't there was like maybe there was like a web series, like a figure fed I watched called Octane. I don't know, maybe. I just remember like they did like stop motion with like, and they were really into Matt Hardy. They were like, I will always love Matt Hardy. So all right. So we have a new diva.
Me too. Keep talking. You
and
two.
I'm going with it as Joey deals with the technical difficulties. Maria is introduced as the new backstage interviewer. Now, since Christy and Carmella, well, Carmella's already gone, so okay, bye. But Maria, she's already gone. We're done with her. She left that tabloid Tuesday. So she got to go. So apparently the tea on that is her manager wanted more money for her, which kind of I get it because they probably lowballed her. And considering Christy got like 250,000, like I don't think she was asking for the 250, but like probably a good amount, which fair, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I guess, but like honestly, you know, at the same time, she's still got to prove she's worth something. I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I guarantee you, like they gave all of these new divas like shit deals coming in. Like they had to have, you know, like, and they were all like, great, this is an N.
I mean, honestly, let's be real. We've heard from enough women. A lot of the ones who did get signed also got shit deals. So let's be real.
Yeah, like for real. Yeah. So
even if you weren't a diva search girl, there we go.
So Maria, yay! Well, your eyes went wow. So Maria is introduced as the new backstage interviewer in her cute little red dress. Thanks, JR. It's such an honor to be here on Raw, and I'm here with someone who usually doesn't have much to say. Guarantee you, she forgot to Jerry's name.
I'm here with this guy.
I was like, because it turns into her thing of just being kind of like fucking up everyone's names or forgetting them, and she like the ditzy thing, and it's actually kind of genius the way it like kind of evolves. But so funny though, because I think it actually did start off as like, fuck, what's this person's name?
I hope this. Oh my god, we need to get Maria.
Do you think she was doing? You know how like sometimes. I mean, I do this with like people normally. You're not sure what their name is, or you're not sure what the pronunciation is, so you just kind of try to find a way to overlook it.
Oh, I have a trick.
What's your trick?
I find anyone else in the room that I do know, and I call them over to meet that person because they have to say their name to introduce them.
Normally, that would be my go-to, but if I'm caught in one-on-one, and it happens to me all the time, Doug and I went to dinner last week, and it was this girl who I don't know, did not, like, for the life of me, could not even place where I knew her from. And usually I can at least place like okay, I know you from this place.
Yeah.
She comes over, hey, Jake. She's our waitress. I'm like, hi. And she's like, hi, Doug. And I'm like, okay, she knows Doug. Fuck. I can't even.
Is she one of Doug's friends?
Yeah, and like I was like, no, I went to college with her. And like I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to remember everyone I went to college with?
I do not know.
Even like looked at her Facebook, like after I got her name, which was Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Wait, and then she spelled it like Caite. How am I supposed to find you?
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, would never have found you.
Your name's Caitlin. You ain't cute.
So found her. Still not really clear where I know her, but she did like take stuff off her bill. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll form it. And it's a restaurant like right by my house here. So I was like, we'll form a relationship with this girl. So I can keep getting free foods.
Yeah. That's warm friendship.
But it was so weird. She's like, your wedding looked amazing. I was like, from 6 years ago? Who the fuck are you?
What if she was there?
I had so much fun. I had the steak. Like, I was like, who is this? So anyway, all right. So Maria, so she has no idea who Tajiri is, and Tajiri's just like, we are mad as hell at Triple H. And she's like, and he's like, but it is nice to see you. It's very nice to meet you. Very nice. Oh yeah, it's nice.
Why is everyone mad at Triple H?
Because Triple H is gonna take over Raw tonight. Because they're building towards the stipulation at Survivor Series, so stupid, which was like the Faces, Evolution, and Edge versus Benoit, Jericho, not Edge, Jericho, Benoit, Maven, and Randy Orton. And the winning team got to control Raw for 4 weeks. Like everyone got a turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so then Ric Flair comes over and she's like, gotta go, bye. Got a blast.
Got a blast. Oh my. I can so see Maria saying
got a blast. Well, I'm just happy Maria's here because if you're a listener of the show, and I've only ever seen one person catch it and peep it, my sign-on is stolen from Maria. What's up, all you stars and studs?
Only one person's peeped that?
One person. And I'm like,
everyone just like knows it. Maybe they're just like, oh,
that's what I thought. I was like, maybe they just know. I don't know. If I was inside, I was like, you people need to listen to this show for your education. So
let the girls learn.
Yeah. All right. So Trish Stratus is out. She's looking pissed and annoyed. And she gets in the ring. Okay. Well, I found out I'll be defending the women's title against Lita at Survivor Series. And I'm here to address my friends and family. I've been worried sick when they found out about the match. My career, my life might be in jeopardy. And you know what? It might be. So she's like, I present Lita, the walking kiss of death. And we get a fabulous video package. Lita burst onto the scene with Rios.
That's not even she didn't even say his name right, and I loved it.
I pissed my pants. Rios. And then he has never seen or heard from again. And I was impressed with the editing. Yeah, I was like, they like edited him out of it. I was like, this is 2004. How are they doing this?
Magic.
I was like, I can't even figure out how to do this. So then Lita teamed up with the Hardy Boys, or as they called them, Team Extreme. Maybe they should have been called Team Extinct. TL, see you later.
I think my favorite thing is coming to say the next part because I have to link these two segments together because it makes me giggle.
On the Matt Hardy, Lita returns to Raw, and before you know it, to reunite with her love, Matt Hardy. But before you know it, V1 needs an IV.
Needs an IV. I think my favorite thing is just like right before it, she's like, and they're gone. But then Matt Hardy's back.
Yeah. I was like, was this her way of mentioning like Jeff is gone? Like, I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't know. Well, and then she settles down and marries the one man she hates the most, Kane. And Before you know it, ding dong, the freak is dead.
She did say it with a little bit of glee in her voice that Kane.
Kane. Lita, the walking kiss of death. Then we cut back to Trish. Oh my God. I see why everyone's concerned after seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
I see the face on concern on everyone's face. My fans. I mean, you're a bunch of rednecks. You're still my fans. You still count.
That's me every day at work.
I will go out on a limb. I feel like this actually might be my favorite Trish promo to date. This is so fun, and just like here's the thing, she kind of sometimes she always powers through, but the fans are sometimes giving her shit, like irrelevant stuff like the what's and stuff like that, but there's none of that this segment. They're listening, they're into it, they're booing her, she is turning on full bitch mode, and it's so good. Like, oh my God. But I tell you this, fans.
Oh, go.
Don't be concerned.
Why?
Don't be. Because Lita, she's more than a walking kiss of death. Yes, Lita, above everything else, is a loser.
I'm very surprised she didn't say slut.
Yeah, I was waiting for slut. I was like, yeah. Oh, slut? We're not going with slut? Okay. But it makes sense because
loves calling people a slut.
Oh, she loves it. But at Survivor Series, you're going to lose to me. Just like you lost your nerve, and just like you lost your baby. Woo! That cut.
It did cut.
I was like,
I can't wait till we get to the promo for Survivor Series where that like fades out. Baby, baby,
baby, baby, baby. And since you won't be getting my title, Chubby, I just love it, like Chubby and Lita's music. And let's give a moment though. Lita has turned up the looks.
Lita looks great.
This is an underrated, fucking amazing and perfect outfit. I love, first of all, the camo cargo era is here.
Love it.
Love Lita's camo cargo era.
The fact that we had the camo cargo era, and the only figure they gave us of it was in the Molly Holly body.
Oh, so mad about. I'm so mad. Did you have? I think we've talked about it before, but there was like a Lita like flippy move or something figure, and it had the camo pants, the cargo pants, and like, but a really arched back.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with that body.
The flippy figure?
Yeah.
Those are just green.
Yeah, they're like the green, but they have pockets and stuff. Like
they do. They're like, she's a really good figure.
She is. But she has like the stupid like head, like the ring head. Hate those heads. So like it made me so mad they put those on regular figures. Like we'll never forget. Like the Trish and the silver pants with that.
I like off the ropes Trish.
Hate it.
Oh no, why she does that?
Why?
Because you're supposed to point her finger, and the motion is her hair as she's.
Is she getting whiplash? No. Wow, So maybe she is.
I like my off the rope, but I love atrocious figures. So.
I know. I don't like my hair in motion, so I want to see.
Boys, we are the boys in motion. Motion boys.
So, all right. So Lita is looking badass. Cargo pants, black mesh top with holes galore.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. So Lita comes in and she spears Trish down, and she's beating the shit out of Trish, like slamming her head against the mat, like CTE to the max. And she is saved by Gail Kim.
Of all people,
Gail Kim. Molly would have made them. No, actually, Molly's mad at her for not winning the battle royal.
Yeah.
So I guess Gail makes the most sense. But Gail is in brat style chic.
She really is. She's Jade realness here.
Yeah, like a little white, like pleated skirt, black top, extensions for days. And Gail and tries to fight Lita. Lita fights off Gail, but Trish attacks from behind, and Gail holds up Lita, and Trish gives her the chick kick.
Yeah, and she goes down
She
hard.
goes down hard. It was a tough one. And Trish holds up her title as Gail poses with her, and they head up the ramp. And this is Gail Kim's final appearance of this run.
Is it?
This is the last time we'll see Gail Kim
I hate
till TNA. But I know, isn't this like so? It pisses me off too because they're kind of now writing her into this story. Well, not really, but like having her be involved. They could have done a Lita Gale one-off match the next week or something.
right.
But this is, and that's why I think I was so caught off guard by the releases, which I think are either the next day after this aired or the next Tuesday, but I think it's this week. I was so caught off guard with it because I was like, yeah, I think it was the next day because I was like, wait, Gail was literally just on Raw.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so lost. Like,
that doesn't change anything up until like the present day. Like,
I know. I'm so glad we don't live in that era though now where like you don't know when someone will get fired. Like, it was so scary being a fan back then and being like, okay, I love them, but they're gonna get fired tomorrow. Like,
can't keep up with them. Like, you don't know
yeah. Like, and like the mass firings too, because it wasn't just the women who got fired. I think Rodney Mack, I think there were a few other men in there too who got fired during this round. But it was like a scary time. I mean, like, I don't think we've had those since like 2021, and hopefully we won't have them again. And 2021's was like COVID related.
I feel like everyone, like, okay, so today is so different because I feel like if they don't pop up in AEW, there's also so many places for them to go in WWE.
Oh yeah.
And then now that WWE is partnering with TNA, like seeing like Dana and Zaya go over to TNA at this point,
it's like they're still involved in WWE in some capacity.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, exactly. It is such a different world now because like if they aren't in AEW and they get picked up by TNA, there's options. Back then it was like, okay, if they don't get up to TNA, there's nowhere for them to go. And at this time too, there was really no women's situation in TNA. I think they had like Tracy Brooks and that's it. And then Jack, who?
Trinity.
Oh, and no, I don't think Trinity was there yet. I don't think Trinity came till like 2005, 2006. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like 2004, like there was really no women's situation. And then Gail came in and they brought in the beautiful people. But no, because like if you even watch the first Knockouts title, like a lot of those women weren't really even situated in the company yet. Like,
even over there yet?
Who?
Backlund?
Not yet. No, she's coming soon too. I think 2005 she comes in.
Wow.
But she's like but like Gail and her kind of uses like valets at first too, because like they didn't really have a women's division yet. So it's just at the early like TNA women's division is it's so strange because like they really only had like Gail and Awesome Kong and like the beautiful people who weren't the beautiful people yet, and like Roxy Laveau and like
I forget who was the girl that I was obsessed with in TNA.
Taylor Wilde.
No, this is like early TNA.
She like voodoo-y?
No. Oh, she was with Father James Mitchell, Belladonna.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Throwback. Oh my God. Yeah, it's wild like when you think about it. I mean, but I will say it's honestly awesome what TNA built. And I think 2010 TNA's women's division was so much fun. Mm-hmm. Like 2011, 2012, I really like I was all about the knockouts. Like at one point, like I loved what I was seeing.
Part of me is like, do we cover that when it starts becoming big?
Possibly. Honestly, we probably could. I mean, like because I mean might be actually be like slim stuff on WWE end at that time, so maybe we will. If I could track down a place for them, we definitely could. Because like even like building up to it too, a lot of the TNA stuff that the women were doing was super innovative for the time too. And it sucks too because the knockouts really don't get the credit I feel for what they were bringing to the table too. Like a lot of people are like, oh well, like the women's revolution is like what starts up. I was like, the knockouts were doing really cool shit for like a while. Like Mickey and Victoria had a steel cage match in 2010.
Yeah,
like
I feel we're approaching. Are you ready for what we're approaching?
What?
The Diva Dirt era.
Oh my god, oh my god, that's so wild.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh my god. All right. Did I ever tell you? Did you know? Did you how Diva Dirt got its name?
No,
So did you remember the Courtney Cox show Dirt?
no.
So there was a Courtney Cox show called Dirt where she was like a PR or like a paparazzi head or something like that. So like Diva Dirt. That's why it was called that.
I love that
Yeah, it's like I think that show was on for like 2 seasons, but
because you can
like
tell like it started.
yeah, it was like an FX show. So it was like circa like when FX was making like really good shit like Nip Tuck and stuff like that.
Ooh, do you like those kind of shows?
Love those kinds of
I have a
shows.
show for you that I just started
Ooh,
last.
do tell.
It's High Potential. It stars Kate
Oh, I want to watch that. Yeah, it's on my list to watch. You're like the second person who's told me I'd like that. Yeah.
Wood. I watched the
Yeah.
first. It's so good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, because I love Sweet D from It's Always Sunny. So I was like, oh, I really want to watch this. And she's great on Hacks too. So I was like, I really want to see this. I've just finished Chimp Crazy, which is like a documentary about it's like Tiger King, but it's like people who have chimpanzees as pets.
Well, that's a
Um
dang good old time.
it listen, the woman on it is crazy. She's like, I'm the Dolly Parton of chimps. And like she's crazy and she like PETA takes her chimps away, but she steals one and is like, oh, he died. But she's like housing them. Like,
What does it mean to be the Dolly Parton of chimps?
oh, when you see her, you'll get it. She's a
Oh, she
mess.
looks like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, but like Costco budgety Dolly. I don't know. It's not good. All right. Okay.
Oh,
So Gail Kim's final appearance. We are sad about it. Um, I am very happy though that this Gail like went on to build her own legacy though.
mm-hmm.
And really like I think is one of the most iconic women in wrestling and like really shined a spotlight on a lot of things women can do. And I'm glad this WWE run wasn't her be all end all.
Yeah.
Good for Gail. All right, so let's go over to SmackDown.
SmackDown. Who's here?
So Michael Cole's in the ring. Miss Jackie and Dawn Marie have been scratching each other.
What he said.
He said have been scratching and clawing at one another.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, is that really the quote?
I like scratching each other better. They've been scratching each other. They're both itchy. So, but they're gonna get their hands on each other tonight. Oh, I love those things.
I love. I did it as a joke, and now I don't want to stop.
I know, especially with the haircuts like that, it feels the best.
Oh,
because it gets every rivet.
What happened on SmackDown, and I'm just gonna live my best for like a second.
So John and Jackie are gonna get their hands on each other tonight, but in an arm wrestling match. So like I never understood. I actually hate that they work arm wrestling stuff into feuds. Like
why?
It's so dumb, and it happens a lot. Like this is like the third one we've had to fucking cover on this. So like
I hate that SmackDown women arm wrestle a lot.
yeah, like let them wrestle. So anyway, so Dawn Marie comes out in her like little black outfit, which is a little like Lita 2006-esque. It's got like the drapey titties out, and then it like almost is like old school Lita too, because it's like she's wearing a thong, but not.
Tarps.
What?
The Chi-Chi Tarps.
Chi-Chi Tarps. That's a good name for that. The Chi-Chi Tarps. So Dawn grabs the mic from Cole. Before we begin, I would like to dedicate my victory to my Charlie. I love you, Charlie.
And I love there's a very long awkward pause after.
So like I was like, was something supposed to happen? Like, and even like it's so long, like Taz is like trying to kill time. He's like, well, I like her pearl necklace.
Yeah,
like,
I love that they're like, oh, I guess that was it. That's all she's saying. Like that was
it's like, was there more? And then Miss Jackie comes out. I really wish they would have given her different music. Like something distinguishable. I really hate this music. So sorry. And she comes out. She like, I really am digging Jackie's look right now, to be honest.
She does look good in this. Like the last 2 weeks, she's really been serving.
She's been, you know, I actually think she took like a week off or a few weeks off to get some work.
She's been shopping.
She went shopping.
But go back to your theme music thing. There's actually a quote that got said by the wonderful Paloma Star that I think about all the time when I think about wrestling music. The wrestling music has something at the beginning. It's not the CFO $ correct?
No.
Saying someone's name, but like there's something that signifies they're coming out.
Yeah, like Sable's,
or like Lita's did like
that. Yeah, like or you.
Paige does it too. That's my favorite one.
Oh.
It's so perfect.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. Like there's like a little note or a sound or something where you know it's this person. Like I hate the like Zelina Vega. Like so stupid. Well, did you read the thing that CFO dollars is not CFO dollars?
Wait, is that Def Rebel?
Def Rebel. Yeah, I knew where you went though.
Oh, yeah.
I read they're like done.
$sign fans because I do love them. They're great.
CFO $signs we do like. They attempted the sounds, and actually, like, there's a few bops. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They did Paige. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like CFO $signs. But Def Rebel, I think, is done, is what I was reading in WWE. But I read though, like, which is also a little concerning. WWE is going to use like mainstream music. I'm like, I don't know if I need everyone to have a mainstream song or a real song.
Oh, real quick before we dive into this dumpster fire of an arm wrestling contest. If you could think of like current day music that should go with current day superstars, what would you pick?
Hold on, I have to go to like my current music playlist.
Dude.
Ooh. I mean, I feel like Hot to Go should be for someone.
Yeah, that was the first song that popped in my
mind. Like I'm like, it's so fun, but I'm like, who's fun enough to have that?
Maxine Dupree.
Oh, she would be, but I feel like it has to go to like a bigger person.
Who would be? Hot to Go should go to one of those blonde NXT girls.
Yeah, maybe Tiffany Stratton would be cute with it.
She would, but
like, I think.
Do you know what I'm talking about with the blonde NXT girls?
Yeah, that every fucking girl is like a fucking blonde.
Same, all of them do.
I don't know. I just want I want some like slutty music. Like I want someone to have like "It's Okay, I'm Okay" by Tate McRae. So like, I love Tate McRae right now. So obsessed. Her music video where she gets arrested naked, amazing. Gagged. Charlie XCX, I feel like someone needs to have her.
Yeah.
I want like someone to use like "Girl, it's so confusing to be." Maybe Bailey. Bailey needs new music immediately. Immediately. Like not even a question.
Ultra Modern Girl by Chapel Roan.
Oh, that'd be fun. We'll just give everyone Chapel Roan music.
No. Oh,
they need a gay in that room picking some songs for these girls, because I do not want them getting like shit like Jelly Roll music. We're like
Jelly Roll has like
I do like some Jelly Roll songs. I can't even make fun of it. But that's just like the first person I thought of.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't think that are popular, and I'm like, it's still Post Malone. Like,
yeah. I mean, like, I listen to the same like 5 songs, so like, not really. Like,
dude.
So like, I'm not really. But yeah, let's make this a figure of this topic and like put real thought into it, and then like we'll pick like 5. I'll do that for next week. Unless we get like a bunch of figures revealed this week. Which probably not.
Probably.
Okay. Cool. So. Anyway, so we have this arm wrestling contest. Jackie comes and John is like, "Let's arm wrestle." And Jackie is looking pissed and like is like waving her engagement ring in Dawn Marie's face. She's like, look, it's cubic zirconia. So
and that's a big word, so you know it's expensive.
So the two lock up and go, and Jackie looks like she's about to win, but Dawn Marie headbutts her before she can get the victory.
She does. Oh my God, you know what that engagement ring is?
What?
WWE worn.
WWE warned. So Dawn flips the table and goes after that WWE Warren ring. And then Charlie comes hobbling out.
I thought this was the funniest thing.
I did too. I was like, you idiot. He's like,
I loved him hobbling out, but my favorite thing was he hobbles out, and as he finally hobbles his way into the ring, the girls roll out
the other side. And Heidenreich comes and attacks Charlie Haas, but the only thing I could focus on is Heidenreich's shorts were just like not snug enough, so he looked like he had a little poopy sack in the back of them. So
I was not paying attention to Heidenreich's poopy sack.
I was like, did he poop? Like, is there a little turd in there?
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich. So
he beat the crap out of Charlie Haas. And the best thing about all of this, as he's beating the crap out of Charlie Haas, is just Paul Heyman at ringside, just going, "That's not the Undertaker."
John, no! John, I know they walk the same. I know the save the police flag was confusing, but it's not him.
Well, we can talk about Jackie coming in and trying to distract or whatever.
Oh yeah, there was that.
But he just pushes her and like she's done. But my thing is, like, girl, we know you can take more than just being pushed down. Like, your man's getting decimated. Like, you need to
help. She at least got a little slap in, but like I would like jump on his back, do something. But I did think it was hilarious though that like when Heidenreich leaves it, like Dawn Marie comes in like, ah!
Yeah, but she did not get in a ring.
No, it was giving like Addams Family Values. Hell.
Very that. Oh, I saw Beetlejuice last night.
How was it?
The first half, very slow. Second, full on makes up.
Okay. I'll have to watch. I'm a little upset Gina Davis isn't in it, but I'll have to watch. Because Barbara's like one of my favorite movie characters. I know, very obscure, but like
it's okay. They explain why she's not too.
Okay. Oh, good. Is it happy?
It's happy. It's like a one line, but explain.
Okay, but you'll get the gist. I did hear their little figurines are in the credits, like in the beginning, like when they're showing the town. There's like a lightning strike, and you can see their car and their like little people.
Maybe I didn't pick up on that, but like the reason I was bringing it up is Catherine O'Hara is very Dawn Marie.
Oh, I love it. So Haas is taken out. Dawn Marie checks on him. This storyline is continuing.
Why?
So, well, everyone.
You know what I'm just waiting on? They have yet to give us any sort of clarification of Charlie Haas saying, "No, I did not sleep with her."
You know, it is weird that he hasn't really denied it. And actually, like, Jackie, why did you say yes?
Yeah.
Like, if he's like not denying it, I'm like, your man's not really standing by you. If you're like standing by him, he's still like letting Dawn Marie help him to the back. It's just like, okay, like, so maybe there's some truth to this. What's the payoff though?
Is there a payoff? I don't remember a payoff.
I don't think there is. I think it's just kind of like, I remember what happens at Armageddon, but like, I think the rest is just vaporized. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Maybe there have been 100% things I've forgotten even existed that we've covered on this show.
This is one for me. I don't remember.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Dawn Marie was not the only one with her tits out tonight. The Tough Enough men are on stage, and they're all, for some reason, shirtless.
Thank you.
Some of them are good looking. I don't remember some of these guys.
And it's just kind of like, thank goodness that you're kind of treating them diva search wise.
Yeah, it's like divalicious. Well, they're out there, but we're covering this because Torrie Wilson's music comes out, and she comes out in one of her best looks, wasted on this segment. The curled hair, love this outfit. It's like sheer but not sheer, and it's like glittery and black, but gold glitter on the black.
It's really cute. Honestly, I don't get why she's like, she wore that atrocity last week.
I know. I was like, why didn't we get this?
She should have worn that and put some cat ears on.
And be like, I'm the sky at night.
I'm glitter.
Stars in the night. So she comes out and she's like, next week, you will be put to the ultimate test. Each and every one of you are going to take the Torrie Wilson sex test. The fuck?
The what?
The what now? And they show the guys and they're all like,
yeah, they were. Some of them I was like, oh, and then some of them I was like,
they show like this one blonde and he's like, just like eyeing her down, like, I'm gonna do things to you. Like,
yeah, there was that one. Okay, so Daniel Pewter, the one who won at the end.
Oh yeah, I liked him.
Oh, you liked him?
Oh, he was a little murdery looking.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you better cover your drink.
Yeah. I liked guys who were shorter than me, but like stocky.
You know, there was that one guy who was just like, hey, he started doing this, and I was like,
He was in the Spirit Squad, I think, that one.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he's one of the Spirit Squad guys. The one who was like, hello. And then they had the one who just like rubbed his chin. Who I was like, okay. And then Ryback, who I feel a little gross, didn't look bad.
He's a butterface.
Real, I kind of like a little ugly though. Sometimes I don't mind a little ugly.
A little ugly?
Yeah. Okay. Like little like something's like not right. Like
heard it,
like
folks on the Golden Era podcast. Jake's feed me more.
And then
the Miz
it's so funny seeing like Miz be this like goofball nerd, like compared to like how he's portrayed today.
When is it? He's still a goofball nerd.
No, he's not. But he's supposed to be like, he's still a goofball nerd, but he's like supposed to be like A-lister, has his shit together, put together. Like, but he just like looks like hot fucking topic here. He's like, but you want some dick?
You know what? I was into it.
I didn't hate what I saw. He was, and like even like the tiniest guy up there too. I'm like, I'm glad he's the most successful out of all these freaks. So,
but also you can attest to this. I think every gay can attest to this. A little goofy makes up for anything else. Like a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather be around someone fun than like someone like super, super hot. Like, because super, super hot guys are always so fucking boring.
Right? It's like
every like perfect looking man I know is the most boring motherfucker on the planet. Like, I'm like, they're like, yeah, I love trance music. I'm like, no one does. Yeah, like, what's your playlist? Bathhouse trance. I'm like, no. I love this song. No. Gay culture is weird. All right, so anyway, meanwhile, our gay culture is like Torrie Wilson sex test. So anyway, but Torrie is just like eyeing them all down, and I will say, for me, underrated hot Torrie moment when she turns around, turns back, is a little booty chooch, and just looks at them all and is like, like, and without saying it, is like, see you next week.
I know.
I was like, she's delivering sex here. Like, I was like, this is the sexy Torrie I've been kind of missing.
I know, and she was doing it because Torrie's more sexy when she does it a little bit tongue in cheek.
Yes.
Yeah, where she's very. Oh, Torrie Wilson is like Betty Boop.
Yes. Oh my god, that's such a good comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, kind of sexy.
Yeah. It was, yeah. So it was just like, yeah, it was a sexy Torrie moment for me. But yeah, so with the Torrie Wilson sex test next week, you know what? I'm just happy Torrie's being utilized right now. Right. All right. So guys, it's time for Heat. In addition to it being our last time seeing Gail, this is our last time seeing Jazz and Nidia, and this match was recorded before they were released.
Mm.
So this is like very somber. And weird. So like I remember like wanting to tune into Heat actually. So yeah, it was that Tuesday to see this match.
Yeah, and also Jazz looks so good.
Okay. Her last appearance, they finally find the best fucking wig for her.
Fine.
Fuck you guys.
Walked out.
He looks amazing. The wig, the bangs, and I actually, like this gear has been a hit or a miss depending on how she styles it. It's a hit this week for me.
Because it has a belly chain.
It's got a belly chain. And Victoria and Nidia are out.
And that's
and
the way you said that.
the belly chain. And Nidia, true to form, disappoints in her last look.
Okay, true to form, but she looked very 2000.
It was extremely 2000. And you know what? At the time, it was probably like, and she was like, I love this.
Yeah. Is it okay?
It was giving, I spent all the Kohl's cash.
Yeah, because she had the layers on. Because you could see there was the tank top with the t-shirt and then the crop top.
Bless her. Bless her. But I will say, I also didn't really like Victoria's outfit either, so it's fine.
I did.
It wasn't for me.
I'm a sucker for some arm gauntlets. I really am.
I like the arm. I'm a more monochrome person. I don't like that she did a different color top and shorts. That's just me. And I would have preferred her and Nidia coordinated.
You know what?
A little chat.
Honestly, Victoria's gear giving a little early Michelle McCool.
Yes, very that. Very early Michelle McCool. Yeah, a lot of that. I guess, yeah, I think that's what it was for me. It's just like I'm so used to Victoria always being an I have gear girl, and it was giving like a little I went to the stripper store.
She probably did.
And I actually feel like she does wear this outfit like circa 2007.
Do you want my impression of Lisa explaining that look?
Yeah.
So we went to a stripper store and I found, oh my God, we walked inside and I found these like arm gauntlets things. I felt like Jeff Hardy. I felt like Jeff Hardy.
I really loved it. They were great. I love them. I love them so much. It was just so, yeah. And then they just my tits were popping out. I was like, ah!
I feel like you just need to be louder and you're on it too. Like,
yeah.
But she will yell at you when she talks.
Oh yeah, she is a very loud talker. I love that about her. I'm too. We are both loud talkers. Speaking of loud talkers, Ivory's making an appearance, so I'm 100% going. In November, who were there? 3 divas on that list. That Jacqueline. So I'm going for that too. Jacqueline, because I've never met her. Ivory, and there was a third golden era diva on that list, but I can't remember who it was right now. But there's someone else who like
it might be Torrie. Torrie's
it's not Torrie. It's hold on. Oh wait, hold on. I can tell you. Wait.
Who is it? The anticipation.
I have a oh wait, hold on. I have a spreadsheet of golden era swag I've given to girls, so they're not getting the same things. Oh, hold on. I have so many work spreadsheets.
We need to locate Jan and get her a Go For It Jan t-shirt.
We really do. Jan needs to do an appearance, first of all. So let's make that happen first. Jan. Oh, here we go. Diva's Gifts.
I love that you have a spreadsheet for this.
Oh, it's Victoria. Oh. No, wait, it's not Victoria. It's Jazz is gonna be there. So yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, cool. I have Trish, Lita, Jazz, Torrie, Stacy, Dawn, Nidia, Ivory, Jackie, Victoria, and Candace all have some golden era swag. But I only give it to them too, like once they've been on the show, like of covered. You know what
Oh,
I mean? So, anyway, okay. So anyway, we've got this match, and it's like a fun match. I
Victoria.
enjoyed it.
Okay, have you noticed something about these matches, especially with Victoria and Nidia? They there's a stunning lack of falsies and near falls in like all of these matches.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you get a comeback and then it's just immediately like boom, over.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I thought too. Like when Nydia came in, I was like, oh, she was barely in here.
I mean that happened with the tag match with Victoria in England.
Yeah. But it's funny too though, because I feel like Victoria and Nydia also kind of alternate who works the majority of the match.
Yeah,
When they tag, because like Victoria took a lot of this one. But it was nice though too. And I'm actually kind of glad because Jazz got to do a lot more of her like submission-y moves and stuff like that, and like show more of her power, which I think Victoria can play a little bit more with her on. Not
right.
that Nydia can't, but like Victoria's just more experienced in taking those moves.
Yeah.
Um, so but Nydia comes in and she comes in on fire too. And
For this to be her last match, she tore that comeback. Oh,
that neck breaker was phenomenal. And the Northern Lights suplex, like from the stomach too, where she grips
mhm,
too, like it's just it's baffling to me how they could look at like, and I understand they were making room for new women. How
mhm,
they can look at this and be like, okay, well, we probably don't need them wrestling. Like, imagine being a women's wrestler at this time too, because like I feel like also women's wrestling, I didn't know much about women's wrestling on the indie scene or what was going on in other areas.
right.
These were the women wrestlers, even like WCW time, like and like we mentioned with TNA, there was no women's action,
Yeah.
so this
This
is your only shot.
Yeah, and the thing that just irks me so much about like all of it is they release these women who the crowd are still behind and the crowd are still for and they're familiar with.
Right.
They could bring in people that are hot. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I think they were trying to like find I really do think they like it was marketed as like, well, find like Trish could do it. Well, find another Trish. Like, cause like Trish was hired as the model, worked her ass off and learned how to wrestle. And Trish really, and honestly, and I've said this before, that's my favorite type of women's wrestler. Like someone who came in, really hired for their looks, but grown as a, and in a different sense, China's very much like that too. Like,
yeah,
and that's why I love her.
I feel like if
So
Mount Rushmore for that, it would be Trish.
oh, you cut out.
Oh, Trish, China, Michelle McCool, and honestly, Candice Michelle.
I agree 100%. I it, and people forget, like, obviously, like, and we've said this before, we're gonna, but whatever. But like, as a wrestler, she really fucking improved, and I'm so mad she got injured because I really think she would have been one
Huge.
of the biggest of all time.
Mhm.
Because she really like she was figuring out how to talk,
Mhm.
which when we get to these early segments, one of them surfaced on my timeline this week, and I was like, "Oh, this is coming in a few weeks." And I'm so excited. Oh
I
my god, did you hear that Triple H and Batista were arguing? And Melina's like, wait, I thought they were friends. I'm like, I can't wait. I love these awful, like, here are these new girls, here's how we're working them in.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, for real. I love the model turned wrestler
yeah,
aesthetic. I think it's great. And I appreciate what they were trying to do. And for a lot of these women, I will say it was very successful. Um, do I think coming at the cost of letting go of women who really wanted to be there to wrestle was the right move? No, I don't. Um, I think they should have put those women in developmental before rushing them to TV also.
yeah,
See if they wanted to be there, see if they wanted to make it work. But like I think WWE's learned their lesson with that now because like they were still doing this as like late as like 10 years ago, like
yeah.
with Eva Marie, like, oh, you're going right to TV, like, and if you suck, oh well, like
Eva Marie, Caitlyn.
oh yeah, Caitlyn was rushed too. Yeah. And it's just like, and they put it at the fault of the women. Like, I remember reading a story that, like, Christy Hemme, like, apologized for her WrestleMania match, and I'm like, "Okay, first of all, this is, like, what this girl's, like, 2nd or 3rd match at WrestleMania," and honestly, I actually didn't think it was that bad of a match. Like,
Especially
um
that you knew couldn't wrestle.
yes, exactly, like, I think she gave it her all, and I think she really wanted it to look good. I don't think anyone expected a classic out of it, but, like, it was still like, she still did a great job, and it didn't damage her career by any means or damage Trish's.
It's really
Um,
like because so much like the history making stuff right now that's going to go
yeah,
down is the Trish and Lita feud, and people look at it as such like this is such a progression of women's wrestling. When at the same time, other than them, we're getting a huge setback.
it is so funny though that you bring that up too, because we are coming into this time where Trish and Lita, it's such a historic moment, but, like, at literally at the same time, we're getting into this era of, like, the pushback of the women's division
Yeah,
and, like, the decay of it almost. Like, 2005 is a rough year for the women's division. Like, there's
there's great things.
there's great things, but also, like, what the fuck things. Like, the first half of the year is a rough time.
I mean,
And
you think about it, like you had this huge monumental history making thing, then all of a sudden Lita's hurt, and that's what
yeah.
we're. It's like, oh
And it sucks too, though, because I think they were really banking on, like, Trish and Lita to carry them through WrestleMania while they worked with these other girls, got them okay in the ring, and then they were like, "Oh, well, shit. Well, we gotta figure something out now." And just it just I don't know. I would have switched up where they put some of the girls. They probably would have put Michelle on Raw. Like, a few other like, the more athletic ones there, like, it's just the way they did it was weird. And then they pulled Melina from TV. It's
so
so
weird.
strange the way they, like, put it together. And ultimately, it was great for Melina and Michelle, but, like, it was just it is very weird the way they go about things in the next couple of months and how things shake up. I mean, it's a weird time.
Coming in. So like there's some huge things happening, but also just like
Mm.
really weird things.
Yeah, it's a very weird time and such a I don't know, it's such a weird time, but I'm looking forward to talking about all of it. I'm excited for Lita and Trish and all this history. Yeah, wait, that was the other weird thing I was gonna say. And the other weird part is Lita takes a step back for like over a year into just a manager role,
Yeah.
which is so wild. I mean, ultimately though, she kills it, and it's some of my favorite work of her career.
Yeah.
But it's wild to me that they have Lita in that role, but, I mean, honestly, it is top billing, though. She's involved in, like,
She's
main
also
event
huge moments.
it's huge. It's a huge stuff. And it's so funny, though, too, because not a lot of people think about that stuff when they think about Lita. Like, it's more like because WWE almost wants to erase it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, "No, wrestle," but, like, meanwhile, she's like, "Let's fuck." But, like, it was awesome stuff she was doing.
She did awesome stuff, but at the same time, I think they do forget about a lot of it because they were sexually harassing her
Yeah.
repeatedly on television. So
Oh, yeah. Some of the stuff we're gonna talk about, like, there's been a few segments with, like, Cena and stuff that come up, and I'm like, "Okay." But yeah. But it is very sad to see Molly ultimately wins with the Molly go round, which we haven't seen in a minute.
she hit that Molly go around like an RKO. Like
Yeah. I was like, "Whoa," out of nowhere. But, I it's sad to see Nydia and Jazz go. I wish Nydia would have gotten a brief title run, if anything. Um, I'm happy Jazz is being recognized more now. I think we'll see her in the Hall of Fame one day. Um, I think, the contributions she made, are huge, and what she did for Trish Stratus, I will go as far as to say she was what made Trish as big as she is to begin with.
yeah.
Um, like, because like, all the other women Trish worked with, amazing, but Jazz was her first real big feud in the title scene.
Mhm.
And when you think of any, like, strong woman, like, being I've seen the comparisons made with, like, Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly. Everyone was saying, like, "Oh my god, this is, like, so Jazz and Trish coded," like, and stuff like that, and I'm like, "I love that."
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like anytime you see a feud like that, Jazz Trish is gonna be where your head goes, so I really wish Kelly and Beth took off more like that instead of the shit they did with it, but anyway, but
mean, it was that era, which
It was, and it sucked too because it was like I was so excited about that. I was like, great, this is starting to get like a little meaty. And then they're like, Divas of Doom versus Divas. So, like,
and Kelly crying.
yeah, I was.
Stop crying. There's no crying.
Stop it. Stop it, Keller. So, oh, we get to cover her soon too. Exhibitionist.
Yes, yes. Also, we get to listen to Pussycat Dolls buttons.
Oh my god, the music. Okay, WWE was talking about mainstream. The Divas, the Extreme Expose got top tier pop culture. Like they got Pussycat Doll. They had music. They had music the gays were listening to. They knew they knew who was into them. Like we got Pussycat Dolls. There was like some song Chelsea that I was really in love with, like circa 2006, 7 that they used. Like you were with Chelsea. Like yeah, yeah. They had Sean Kingston.
Oh yeah.
Somebody call 911. Or maybe that was Layla and Eve Torres's dance off, which was also underrated. Layla could dance. Let me just tell you, best dancer, sorry Naomi, that they've ever had. Like
500%.
Underrated. And it pissed me off that she would always lose these dance battles, or like, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like
the Dawn Marie situation.
Yeah, Layla is the next Dawn Marie. Like, let's be for real.
Correct.
Yeah, like eating up the girls in every segment, looks wise, style wise, move wise, and still second fiddle to like fucking Kelly. Like,
you're not wrong. You're very right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all right, okay, guys. All right, well, after that somber week, let's get into Figure This.
Figure this.
So kind of slow week for figure things, but we did see the mint on card photos of Tiffany Stratton's Elite.
And they fixed her wonky eye.
Her face looks a lot better. I zoomed in to be sure. I will still get it.
Yeah.
Glad she's titted. So
I know, because I'm so over them downplaying the fact that the girls have boobs. Like,
I hate a basic because like they make them like flat chested, and I was like, why is it so taboo to have boobs
when it's not taboo to put bulges on the men?
Yeah, I was like, I don't need Randy Orton's cock pushing out of the package. Well, but I was like
to make the trailer this week.
But I was like, that is the one thing I will miss about Jax is that the girls like and their ridiculous sized boobies. Like I loved those figures. Like the Candice Michelle figures are some of my favorite just because the ridiculous boobs.
I think that's my favorite thing about the Victoria one in the red gear with her.
Yeah.
She's just like Purple Beth Phoenix also is the same.
Like the most cinched waist. I love that Purple Beth Phoenix. I forgot about that figure. That's a great one.
I do like that one. Did I tell you about the thing that I found? I didn't.
What'd you find?
It was back in Chicago before I moved. I was at the Allstate Arena flea market, and I found the Beth Phoenix that was in the 2-pack with Maria.
With Maria? Oh my god, I love that figure.
It was $1, but she was missing her feet, so I didn't buy her. Because I was like, where am I just going to find Ruthless Aggression Jack's feet?
How did that happen?
Well, they like have those joints there, so they're just like, I guess I don't know, but maybe I should have got it for $1, but I'm just like, where am I going to find replacement feet?
No, but she didn't have feet. Oh.
Yeah.
That is. I'm okay. Glam beauty. So all right, well, Joey, where can people find you and your feet?
No.
Nowhere.
Me at Joey_Mayberry on Instagram and Twitter, Joey.Mayberry on TikTok. Check out YouTube and all the socials. And if you want to see my feet, my Cash App is Joey S. Rojo.
And you guys can follow me at Jake Isn't Jacob on both Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to follow. If you guys are going to be at Folsom this weekend, check out Full Queer Wrestling. Be making a brief appearance there. And if you're at Folsom, just stop by Q Care Plus's booth or the Circuit Mom parties, any of those. I will be at all those this weekend working. We're a proud sponsor. So come say hi. And wear something cute and leathery or whatever. So I'm doing like a China inspired look from her Fully Loaded outfit with like mesh shorts with like a like jock that like studded. Like,
of course
I am. Well, I bought like a Superman harness at the men's room in Chicago. It was a one of a kind piece, but they're like, oh, do you love Superman? And I was like, I do. I actually have a Superman tattoo, but really this reminded me a lot of China, the wrestler, because it's like studded, like kind of like in obscure patterns. And I was like, so that's really why I wanted it. They're like, oh, I really love that. Like, they're like, this is actually like the best reason I've heard for someone buying something. I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, I mean, like, I'm not really in the leather community, but like, I really love China. So like, I just wanted this. Like,
you know, fun.
What?
Those are probably made in China.
Probably. Well, no. This I know. The harness was not. I was for sure. And the guy who made it was there, and he was like telling me like about how he made it, and I'm like, oh. I was like, I'm not listening. Okay, guys, be sure to follow our show. Go to Golden Era _pod on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And be sure to.
Sorry, no, keep going. Before we sign off, I have something to say that we should make an announcement on the show because I think it'd be fun.
Okay, cool. All right, and be sure to visit our store. You can check out the Linktree profile to get there. It's on all of our social profiles. Leave us a review. 5 stars is the best. Helps us move up in this power rankings. Joey, what was about?
Okay, so we need to.
Oh my God, no! You cut out.
Oh, I know the best Halloween costume for us to do, so we need to go to a Halloween.
Okay.
You can be China, and I will be WCW's Asia.
Yes, I love it. People who don't know who Asia is are like, "What's happening?" I loved Asia too, obviously, but like, oh my God, I'm so into it.
Yeah.
Yes. She was the one I wanted them to sign the most when the invasion shit happened, and of course, no, I loved Asia.
Yeah, Asia was great.
And Gorgeous George, who I saw at a convention a few years ago.
Oh.
You want me to sign this? It's like, oh.
It's just George now.
George. What up, match? So anyway, okay. And guys, leave us a review. 5 stars is the best. Helps us move up in those power rankings. Joey, anything else?
Jesus, Matt.
All right, guys. We will TL. See you later.